Tonight, it's Dagen McDowell from the Fox Business Network. Metal! Dave Smith is also here. He's a comedian and host of the Part of the Problem podcast. A lot of alliteration there. And Tom Shillue, the venerable host of Red Eye. Also feeling very metal tonight. That's seen on the Fox News Channel. Welcome, everyone.
Hello.
Thank you.
So we just heard Congressman Massey talk a little bit about Donald Trump, Person of the Year. And I want to talk about the Titans of Tech and this upcoming meeting with Donald Trump.
Tower.
Yeah. What do you think about that? What do you think the conversation is going to go like? I mean, a lot of people who emerge from those meetings, they are starstruck by President-elect Trump, and they have nothing but glowing things to say. Do you anticipate that's what's going to happen?
Well, everybody's turning on Trump. I mean, turning back. The people who were, talking about Armageddon are, they're now embracing him.
They're fearing the gulag.
I mean, why not, right? Yeah. The congressman made some great points, though. The tech, if we think of tech as Silicon Valley, I mean, the entire country is tech. Every company is a tech company now, so we should stop thinking of Google and everybody in Northern California as being the tech industry. Yeah. I mean, this is a smart guy. Yeah. I mean, I love listening to that interview.
Yeah, Tom, that's what libertarians do. It makes sense.
I know. It's amazing.
No, he is. He's really bright, and he's very much, his heart is in the right place when it comes to limited government, and I hope there are people like that who are welcomed into the administration. But I do have concerns, and I share the same concerns over Hillary Clinton that I do with the Trump administration. What is the government going to do in terms of some of these big tech companies and our privacy?
Well, right, and Trump hasn't, from our perspective, I don't think hasn't really been on the right side of that issue, whether it was with the Apple and the FBI stuff. I don't know. I do think it's interesting, as you were saying, we don't really know what Trump's going to do. Yeah. Trump's like door number 3 president. It's like, do you want Hillary Clinton or what's behind door number 3? Yeah. And we all looked at Hillary Clinton and we were like, we will take that door. And now we're got to find out. I don't know. I'm a little bit concerned about privacy issues with that. I don't think Sessions is exactly a friend of civil liberties. Yeah, and
if the Apple case, and we're talking about the government trying to force Apple to open that iPhone of the San Bernardino terrorist, Mike Pompeo also landed on the wrong side of that issue. I think Tim Cook, I may disagree with him on a lot, but he was absolutely right about that, protecting the company.
Silicon Valley hates Donald Trump.
Yes, they do.
And so it is going to be hard for them to mask their loathing of him. Yeah. You think that New York City is progressive and left-wing and liberal and still crying over Hillary? Silicon Valley is a cauldron of anti-Trump sentiment. Yeah. I had people on my Facebook wall during the election cycle literally saying, "You're killing my children if you vote for Trump. Oh, wow. He's going to destroy the future of America." So they've been living in this bubble. And the irony of ironies is that these tech companies make money on disruption, on disrupting the future and building a better life for everyone. Well, who's the greatest disruptor of all? Donald Trump. The fact he came and won the presidency. Yeah. What's very interesting is Google actually put out a want ad looking for somebody to do conservative outreach in Washington, D.C. The job title is Conservative Outreach and Public Policy Partnerships, because these technology companies have had a free ride, an open road, an open door policy to the White House for 8 years, and they got whatever they wanted. Yeah. Privacy.
And again, they're all part of the same bubble, and they don't realize that there are a lot of people out there who perhaps think differently, or they're no longer able to share their frustration and their day-to-day concerns.
See if they show up. And by the way, Uber now tracking you 5 minutes after you get out of the car, after your ride ends. Really? Speaking of privacy,
that's just when I get into trouble. It's that 5 minutes.
It's that 5-minute window.